Good morning, everybody. Or, well, I guess for a lot of you around the world, it's not morning, but where I am, I had to get up at 5:30 to do this thing. So, welcome to Standing with Standing Rock. Man, okay. And there I go crying already. Great way to start a video. Number one, it is great to be with you all, and thank you for all of you who are here. I can't tell you how grateful I am for your presence. And if I look like I just woke up, that's because I just woke up. And also I left my selfie stick in class yesterday, so I'm going to have to hold this thing with my hand. So when it starts shaking, just bear with me, okay? Anyway, a few things, several things, many things. And that is, we have a capacity together to contribute to things in a totally different way than probably most of us have ever thought. And I got to thank my friend Gary Douglas, the founder of Access Consciousness, for a lot of the perspectives I'll be sharing with you. And some of this he and I have discovered together as we've been looking at the situations that occur on our earth and have ever since we've been doing this Access Consciousness work, and how we can actually contribute to creating change and possibility. Now, if you saw yesterday's post, I pointed you to a website called theclearingstatement.com, the video that's there. So you'd have the awareness of the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement, because we're going to be using it today. I'm going to run this kind of like a mini Access Consciousness class. Now, a few things I need to say. For some of the things that I will say, some of you will think it's just, ooh, is that the weirdest picture you've ever seen? Anyway, for some of the things I'm going to say, some of you will, you may not necessarily agree with it. You know what? That's totally okay. Remember, what's true makes you feel lighter, a lie makes you feel heavier. So take what works, take what makes you feel lighter, and use it. But what I see is a unique possibility for us being able to contribute to each other, and contribute to the earth, and contribute to possibly changing the energy. Well, definitely perhaps changing the energy of certain things that are going on around our world right now that all of us have wanted to contribute to. That all of us have wanted to give a voice to creating a different possibility. And so what you're going to notice as we have this conversation today is it's going to be about things that you've created, things that you've done, different choices that you can make, but also an energetic contribution that we can be. See, one of the things that I've seen play out over and over and over is that truly courageous people willing to make truly courageous choices are what changes the face of the world. And given that and having that awareness, it's our time, guys, to contribute to what we can right now. And the other thing that I've seen is using the Access Consciousness Clearing Statement and changing the things that we have created in some lifetime that allow something to exist starts creating major change. Now, some of you don't even believe in past lives. You know what? You don't have to. I don't care. This is not about believing anything that I say. This is about us doing what we can to contribute. So I'm going to talk about whatever comes up. You know, this may be the first of many videos, who knows, because I would like us to finally be able to have a place to put our energy, to put our consciousness, to put our request for change. So number one, people at Standing Rock, we are with you. We are with you 100%. And I got to say that what you're doing and who you're being is such a damn act of courage and consciousness that and I think everybody else watching this thing and whoever watches this thing will be grateful for you and what you are actually standing for. And thank you. And truly putting yourself on the front lines and speaking up for what you know and what you know should be and what you know can be and what you know has to become our world is an amazingly courageous gift. Thank you for being. And there are a lot of us around the world that are there with you, supporting you energetically. And I want to make that a little bit more palpable now. So there's all kinds of things I want to say. I may forget some of those things. Darn it, by the time we're done, hopefully not. Okay, so one of the things I would like to talk about is one of the things that we can ask for that a lot of times we don't is actually contribution from the earth. Now, one of the greatest gifts of Native American cultures and Native cultures all around the world, you know, Aboriginal culture in Australia, Maori culture in New Zealand, and all kinds of places around the world, you know, you name your place and the indigenous culture there, they have a connection with the earth, and they honored the earth, and they asked the earth for contribution, and they prayed to the earth, and they received contribution from the earth. So one of the ways in which we can start creating that and asking for that is we just ask, and then we have this thing called a 1, 2, 3. And a 1, 2, 3 is where you gather all the energy that you can, and usually what I do is I like explode it into the world. Hi, naked lady. Okay, what I do is I usually gather all the energy that I can, and I can almost like feel it go out, or in this case, if we're doing it for Standing Rock, I'm sorry, that lady just has to go. I cannot do this while she's there. She's like, you see how she's got that look in her eyes? Anyway, okay, so here's what we do. We just gather all the energy you can, and you go change, like, whoom, okay? You know, you've seen those superhero movies where they throw lightning bolts and fireballs and all that sort of thing. Well, it's kind of like that. It's kind of like a lightning bolt and an atom bomb of consciousness at the same time, okay? And I got to say, it's like I've been willing to do these things with the people who come to Access Consciousness classes, but putting it out there on a public forum like this, you know, where other people can see it, or hopefully a lot of other people will see it and see what speaks to them, is me definitely having a bit of vulnerability and courage in my own world, okay? So, and every time I talk about it, I start to cry because I see this possibility for how we can be with each other and how we can contribute to each other, how we can be with the earth and how we can receive from the earth and each other and contribute. So here's what I'm going to ask. On 3, let us ask the earth to wake up and the animals to wake up and the water to wake up and every element of consciousness. Okay, we're back. Supposedly bad wireless connection. Okay, so every molecule has consciousness. So what I'm going to ask is, let's ask to wake the earth up. On 3, everything that doesn't allow it, we're going to change it first. And then on 4, we're going to ask for that as the future. Are you ready? 1, 2, 3. And again, 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And now on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Whew, okay. Some of you probably perceive that. I know in my world it just got a lot bigger and a lot more peaceful. We can ask for this every single day if we will, okay? This is going to be your choice, what you ask for, and once again, what you take from this. But so let's move on from there for a moment, and let's use this clearing statement that we have in Access to change some of the points of view that keep us from recognizing what a contribution we are. So let's do this. So everywhere you decided the earth is too big and these issues are too big and you are too small and you're not a contribution, will you destroy and create it, please? Times a gazillion, right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Like I said, if you don't understand this, go to theclearingstatement.com. There's a 15-minute explanation of it. I've got a video there for you, okay? This is something I'd like you to be able to have and use in your whole life, not just here. Okay, so so what happens is I'll ask you that, everything that makes you think you're not a contribution, and it brings up stuff, you know, it brings up an energy of where you always wanted to be, but people wouldn't receive you, where you've had these sort of hidden points of view where the earth is really big and you're really small, and all that stuff is changeable. It's just we've never been invited to change it. Well, guess what? Now's the fucking time. Okay. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and buck, all 9, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay, so the next thing that I'd like to do is everywhere you decided that change was actually not possible. So what change is actually available and possible for all of us and on this planet that you've decided can't be possible, that actually is possible, that if you'd allow yourself to know it would allow us to change everything? Everything that is times a gazillion, we destroy and create it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 9, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So what change do you know is possible that you've decided can't actually be possible, that actually is possible, that if you chose it, would allow everything to change? Everything that is times a gazillion, we destroy and create it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and poc, all 9, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So what change do you know, have you always known was possible, that you haven't yet acknowledged that now is the time? So I'm going to say this. Hopefully it will resonate with you. Hopefully you'll get what I'm talking about. Now is the time. Now is the time. Now is the time. On 4, let's open the door for there to truly be consciousness around the planet, which means everything gets to exist, nothing is judged, and the destruction starts to change. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so I need some water. My goodness, I didn't even have water this morning. I woke up. I tried to get my internet working. I realized I couldn't go outside because it's raining here. But I'll tell you, one of the interesting things for me is that one of the things that I've noticed is when I ask the earth to contribute to something, like I do these things called ESCs, which is like this sort of group, I don't know, thing. And where we're actually, it's called energetic synthesis of communion, where it's about combining our energies together and with that of the earth to create a sense of peace and space. And in doing those, the number of times where I've asked for the earth's contribution and it starts to rain is off the charts. So I couldn't go outside because it was raining and it was making too much noise. But for the earth to wake up and say I'm here, kind of like if you saw the video yesterday with the baby ducks, it's like, oh my God, the earth is so friggin' alive, and it's time for us to recognize that too, from my point of view. Okay, so one of the other ways of creating change is, and I got this from my friend Gary Douglas, who's just friggin' brilliant and looks from such a different place, is one of the things you want to do is you want to pock and pod, meaning destroy and uncreate and get rid of anything that you did in any lifetime that allows us to exist. So anything you've done in any lifetime that allows the insanity of the consumption and the, well, let's do it specifically for Standing Rock right now, okay? So anything you've done in any lifetime that allows the situation at Standing Rock to be the unconscious situation that it has been, and that allows destruction to reign, will you destroy and uncreate it, please? Times a gazillion, right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Oh my goodness, guys. Wow, so everything any of us have done in any lifetime that allows the unconsciousness to remain in the situation at Standing Rock, can we destroy and uncreate it, please? Times a gazillion, right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. So everything we've created in any lifetime that allows the destruction currently going on at Standing Rock to exist, will you destroy and create it, please? Times a gazillion, right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, poc, shorts, boys, and beyonds. And here's my question. What are we together that can change this? Now, one of the things about doing any of this stuff is you have to do it from no point of view. And I truly mean no point of view, because if you go to use the potency that you have with consciousness for a fixed point of view, or to resist and react to something, or to align and agree, or to fight from a point of view, you will have the exact opposite effect of what you're trying to have. So you really have to have no point of view here. So in my other invitation to this video, in the video yesterday, it's like I said, look, I don't know if we're going to be able to change things there, but what I would like to do is give the earth every resource it requires. I would like to give the people at Standing Rock, the water protectors at Standing Rock, the energy that we can all give them, that we can all gift them together, to give them not only the strength, but also the awareness that the world is with them, and also the awareness or also the bolstering of their energies and their capacities, so they have the strength to continue doing whatever it is that they know they need to be doing. Okay, so all the points of view, one of the best things, if you will, one of the best things that you can do, or one of the greatest contributions that you can do, is getting over your resistance and reaction. See, when you go into resistance and reaction, you end up fighting what is going on, and fighting what is going on never works, because whenever you resist and react to something, it owns you. Like if somebody says, you're a jerk, and you're like, oh my God, no, I'm not a jerk. Well, that's alignment and agreement because you bought the point of view, and then it's also resistance and reaction. There's a whole other choice called, oh, interesting that you think I'm a jerk. Like, interesting point of view, I have this point of view. And this is where we need to come from. If we're going to change these things that are going on our planet right now, we need to have interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Okay? And I like that one. It's really hard not to have a point of view about Standing Rock. I totally get that, and I'm so glad you said that because that's exactly what is the situation. But here's what you got to get. When you fight against something from a place of resistance and reaction, it owns you. Now, that's different than having the point of view that what's going on is a wrongness, okay? Or having the awareness that what's going on is a wrongness. Okay, that's different than fighting it. So I totally get what you're talking about. And what you want to do, one of the ways of getting out of that resistance and reaction and that fight where you make the thing that you're fighting greater than you, like in this particular case, is what contribution can I be? What contribution can I be energetically to change this? And what contribution can the earth be? And what contribution can I receive? And exactly that, like somebody posted, lower the barriers and be vulnerable. And see, because what happens is it's only when this reality or whatever's going on, I say this reality because it's all the shit that doesn't work for any of us, okay? But it's only when this reality can get you to put up your barriers and fight against something that it wins. If you keep your barriers down and are truly vulnerable, you're truly potent and truly powerful. And believe me, I realize how difficult this can seem. And which is why I said some of the things I say, you won't necessarily agree with. And if you don't know where I'm saying it from, you could take a weird point of view about it or something, and I totally get that, and I will do my best to explain what I'm talking about. But when your barriers are down, when you're truly vulnerable, that's the place of true power. That's where you have the capacity to create change. And what we've been taught is that if we're vulnerable, we're weak. If we're vulnerable, we could be hurt. If we're vulnerable, we'll be killed. What I found is it's just the opposite, okay? It's exactly the opposite. And I like what somebody said, what are we fighting in our own lives that if we stop fighting it would change what's going on at Standing Rock? Great question. So everything that is times a gazillion, we just run and create it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay, so how much fight are you doing that is giving energy to those that are fighting you and fighting against, or those that are trying to destroy? Everything that is times a gazillion, will you just run and create it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Okay, there's something I got to do. I wasn't going to do this because a lot of you are never even done any access before. At least some of you have probably never done any access before, but you know what? I don't care. It's time. Okay, so there's something called a 10. We did the 3s and 4s. Well, we've found things for pretty much all the numbers on up. So first thing I'd like to do is something called an 8, which is about truly creating a brand new future, okay? Now, once again, you have to do this one from no point of view. Just what is the future that we can create that will contribute to the earth and contribute to the people living on it at Standing Rock? Let's do specifically Standing Rock right now, okay? On 8, let's contribute to a different future and a different possibility. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Cool. Now, those of you that know what a 10 is, stop posting stuff like that on a forum for people who don't know what it is. Please. Now that I just said that, I'm going to tell you what a 10 is because this is the thing that I really want to do. Basically, I don't even know I'm not going to try to explain the 10, but what I will say is this. It's one way of waking up the unconscious people in the world and making a demand in their world to actually become conscious, because what you have to look at is part of what's going on right now in Standing Rock as one example, and in Syria as another example, and throughout the Middle East as another example, and in Africa as another example. I mean, all around our planet, in the United States and other places as another example. What's going on is the people who are functioning from unconsciousness aren't even aware of it. And they're not even aware of the destruction that they're creating, and they're not even aware that it's destruction for the most part. They have their very fixed points of view about reality, and that's what they've been functioning from and choosing, and they think they're right, and they've never considered any other choice and any other possibility. So, a 10 is basically a wake up. It's about being a wave of energy that creates a change and actually wakes people up and requests of them, demands of them to become the consciousness that they have the capacity to be, rather than reveling in the unconsciousness that they think makes them powerful. Because what happens is people choose unconsciousness, they choose anti-consciousness, they choose against total awareness, so that they can hold the rightness of their point of view in existence. Because if they had to open up their world to another point of view, they would recognize how insane what they've been choosing is, and rather than doing that, they would rather be right in what they've been choosing. So on 10, let's wake up. Who can we wake up? Maybe everybody across the planet, maybe people you're connected to, let's see. Okay, let's wake up everybody connected with Standing Rock. On 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, now let's do that for all of us. Thank you, Sylvia, for that suggestion. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now let's ask for it all across the planet. Just build up that wave energy in your body, and we're going to do it on 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And 10, and 10, and 10, and 10, and 10, and 10. Whew, okay, cool. Now, for those of you that have been to Access, all of this probably makes a lot of sense to you. For those of you who are watching this video, you found it somewhere later and you're like, what the hell, is that guy crazy? The answer is yes, absolutely. I'm the weirdest person you will ever meet, and happy to do so. And I will say, though, I'm also really practical. If what this stuff is doing that I've been talking about didn't truly create change, I wouldn't be doing it. So you can perceive it in your world or not. You know what? Your choice, my friends. Okay, it either works for you or it doesn't, and I don't have a point of view. You should have the point of view about that, or you should have the awareness about that. Okay, cool. So let's do this. So how many lifetimes have you... Oh, there she is again. Man, you can't go anywhere in this room without having a really bad piece of art of naked women. This is crazy. Anyway, okay. Look, there's the ocean. It's not raining anymore. We're going to go outside for a moment, I hope. Okay, it is raining, but not as much. Let's see. How do we do that? There, we can do that. Cool. I really like being outside here. It's really nice. So, some of you are noticing some energy going on. Cool. Glad to hear it. Now, so this thing that I suggest about doing 1, 2, 3s and 1, 2, 3, 4s every morning, please do that. Please. Waves or Standing Rock. Yes. Awesome. Okay, so I'm going to ask, what other contribution can we be energetically to creating a conscious outcome at Standing Rock? Now, that is a huge ask, okay? Now remember, what is consciousness? Where everything exists and nothing is judged. And thank you for loving my weirdness who put that. Thank you. Consciousness where everything exists and nothing is judged. And so it's like, I don't know what that outcome will be. Sometimes in an effort to wake people up, what happens is things need to get worse before they get better. I don't know what that outcome is going to be. Which is why I say we can't have a point of view about what the outcome is. Which is why I say my target in doing this was to contribute to consciousness there, but also contribute to those courageous souls that are at Standing Rock. So let's do this. Let's tap into all of their bodies and give them more energy than they ever thought they could have. On 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And let's unlock the capacities that they have to create magic and be in total communion with the earth. On 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And on 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 10, 10, 10, 10. Whew, wish I didn't have to hold my phone. Makes me look even more crazy as my phone shakes when I do that. Oh, that's awesome. Cool. Okay. Do Do you feel any different than when you started watching this video? Uh, okay, I know I do. Okay, so beautiful people. The thing is, in asking for a conscious outcome, we have no idea what that will be. Okay, but if we're actually willing to have that, the changes that could be created are absolutely phenomenal. Okay, so we have like what 660 people on this thing right now. Imagine if we had 10,000. Just saying. So I'm making a request, dear universe, please, live. Cool. Thanks. That's how a request works. It's that quick. Oh, see. Oh, it's better lighting. Okay, cool. And a mirror. Okay. I'm trying to find a place that's pretty and well lit, but doing it this time of day doesn't tend to work very well. But as I spin around, the vertigo thing kicks in. Okay, so what else did I want to talk to you about? Okay, so every lifetime. Okay, let me ask you a question. I just need to ask this for the energy. What do you know that will actually contribute to changing not only this, but also all of the destruction that is currently going on our planet? And what are you that will actually contribute to changing the destruction that is going on all over our planet? And what can you receive from the earth that would change the destruction going on our planet? And what can you contribute to the earth? And how can you be with the earth that will change the destruction going on our planet? Are you ready? On 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Good. And, oh, Katya, you are contributing to me. Thank you. And one more on 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. And another 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 8. And a 10, my friends. For everything that I just asked for, actually opening up and changing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Kind of have this weird sense that we did what we came to do for this morning, at least. But I want to. One of the weird things that happens as more people get on that are just joining the video is I tap into their worlds, and it's kind of a strange and bizarre thing. Usually when I start a class, there's a certain amount of people there, and then we all move forward together. In this Facebook Live thing, it's really weird because what I do when I'm speaking is I speak to you and your energy and what's going on in your head and all that stuff. And so when brand new people join who haven't been where we've just been, it's like, I feel like I keep going back to some of those energies rather than sort of us all moving forward, but that's okay. Totally okay with that. It's just the muscle I have not yet built. So usually if you've been in a class with me, usually, it goes boom, boom, boom. And I guess it's been going boom, boom, boom. Just feels totally different to me personally. Okay, so what I'm going to ask is, what else do you guys need to hear from me? What else can I contribute to you? And what do the people of Standing Rock require from us? What could they receive from us that would make their worlds a far greater place? Okay, on the one hand, and thank you for loving my weirdness, because I can't do anything else. It's just the way it is. And I wonder, because, imagine being there. Imagine the intensity. Well, forget imagining it. Like, if you were there, you consider the intensity that would be there, and just the intense energies that you'd have to deal with. On 3, let's change everything that doesn't allow them to deal with those with ease. 1, 2, 3. And on 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, now on 8 for a totally different future. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And on 8 for a future where the earth totally contributes. Let us wake the earth up. Let us ask, let us receive, let us wake the earth up and undo everything that has been done to not allow the earth to respond to this situation. On 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then on 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and on 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8, 9, 10. Cool. I like that. People are saying, they require to know that we're standing with them. We are standing with them and contributing every damn thing that we can energetically. And yeah, it is really intense there. Okay, cool. So what else is required? And what else do you know that we can contribute? I love that. Thank you. So what have we already contributed to Standing Rock that we haven't acknowledged? And what magic are you being that you haven't acknowledged? Oh, whoa. Okay, got me with that one. As they say in Australia, you knocked me for 6 with that one. Everything that is times a godzillion. Will you destroy and create it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Now, it's interesting. Okay, so once again, what contribution are we and have we been to Standing Rock that we haven't acknowledged? And what magic are you that you haven't acknowledged? Everything that is times a godzillion. Will you destroy and create it, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, so there was a request to have the ancestors of the people from Standing Rock contribute. They are. But let's do this. Let's take everything that allows any of the ancestors to remain in unconsciousness and anti-consciousness. Let's change that so that they have the freedom to contribute in the way that they actually can, so they're not hindered, trapped by any of the unconsciousness or anti-consciousness that they were or chose in any lifetime. Hey, Brandon's here to go jet skiing. Yay! Now you know why I had to get up at 5:30. Okay, so let's do this on 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then somebody said, what does a company need to know to change their perspective and cancel the project? That's why we did the 10, okay, to actually wake people up. Brendan's doing his thing, so we'll let him do his thing. To actually wake people up to, so they can't sort of sleep and really be unconscious about things anymore. So they actually wake up and have a level of consciousness and awareness about what's going on. Oh, see, beautiful nature. Oh my goodness, how does it get any better than that? Okay, so that's sort of the, hello. Cancel. I don't know what I'm doing. I was just trying to get a better picture. Okay, good, but apparently it doesn't work when you're doing Facebook Live. My camera's like, I'm not listening to you anymore. Okay, so that's what the 10 was for. And guys, your questions have been friggin' brilliant. Your comments have been brilliant. And I cannot tell you how grateful I am for you being in the world and being on this video, watching this video, and the energy that you contribute, absolutely phenomenally off the charts. And the energy that we contribute together, yeah, exactly. Anyone stuck playing Cowboys and Indians for lifetimes can finally get unstuck. Yes. Now, it's interesting because somebody said, what would it take for us to get out of our white minds? Now, it's funny because I make fun of us white people all the time and, blah, 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 because I don't really, it's like we're all people to me. I don't care, white, brown, black, it doesn't matter. But really, what would it take for us to get out of our limited mind? See, what you're calling the white mind, I would call our unconsciousness and our anti-consciousness. And what would it take for us to get out of that? And I'm with you on that. The thing is, if you conclude that it's a white mind, you might not be able to get out of it as quickly because it's really the unconsciousness and anti-consciousness that's endemic across our planet. I mean, if you look at it before the settlers arrived in the what's currently the United States, it's like the Indians were killing each other, and it's like, but we never look at that. We never look at, they had this communion with Earth, and we should revere those parts of the culture, but also recognize that there were ways in which they were doing the unconsciousness and anti-consciousness of this reality too. And it's like, wow, okay, cool. And if you do that with no judgment, then you start to recognize that it's like it opens up this space where there's a totally different choice for something different possible. Because if you look at one culture as unconscious and another as conscious in that, it's like, no, they have different points of view. They have different limitations. They have different greatnesses. They have different possibilities. And that's the thing, okay? And so once again, it's like I wanted to do this so that changing a different choice in history really is what we actually have available now, guys. And with the technology that we have available, we can actually connect and contribute to things. And this is something I would personally like to do more of, and contribute to all of us being able to contribute, and really have a place where we can go to put our energy, you know? And I gotta say, I've been asking, can we do anything about Standing Rock? And in a sense, I was getting a no, because sometimes we can ask for and do some of these energetic changes and know it's going to change. And what I finally realized yesterday, well, I've been wanting to do this for a while, and what I finally realized yesterday was that this is something that we can do, is we can become more conscious as a result, and we can contribute our energy as a result. And some of you may want to donate to the people there and donate things there, and I will be doing that also as a way of contributing to them. But if we allow this to change our consciousness, if we allow this to make us more conscious, if we allow this to contribute to waking us up, if we allow this to make us greater, then whatever's going on there will create more consciousness. So I think I'm done for today. Yeah, it's interesting. She said Standing Rock is an awareness of what we've been doing unconsciously to the world. That's pretty much the case, guys. We've been living on a planet where people are devoted to consumption, and they're devoted to consumption as though that's a way to create wealth. And they're actually devoted to violence and, oh my goodness. So basically, this paradigm, my sense is, we're finally here to shift it, and we finally have the awareness, or at least we're stepping into the awareness of what it's actually going to take to shift it, and we're finally stepping into the power that it takes to shift it. But it's going to take us truly functioning from consciousness. Once again, what is that? No point of view except interesting point of view, and no conclusion. When you come to a conclusion about this is bad, this is wrong, that's not a conscious point of view. And I'm not saying I know what consciousness is and all that. Consciousness is not mine. That's not what I'm talking about. I'm trying to give you the tools and the awareness so that you can choose it for you, okay? It's like, I sure as hell don't own it. I'm definitely part of it like you. But one last thing I'd like to give you the awareness of, because what we tend to do is we tend to think of ourselves as small and separate, and and we've done some clearing on that, and next time we get together we'll do some more clearings on some more stuff. But what if you could recognize that you are simultaneously the drop in the ocean, and simultaneously the awareness of you as the entire ocean also? That's that's the way I perceive it with this infinite being. One of the questions we ask in Access, would an infinite being truly choose this? Because you are an infinite being. What would it be like if you actually had that as a choice in your life? Okay, and so, yeah, it's creating a balance between chaos and order. Actually, it's not. I'm grateful for that comment, but in actuality, what it is stepping into as much chaos as you possibly can with the tiniest bit of order, so it's not just explosiveness. But what's really going on, what's really destroying the world right now is the fact that it's so over-ordered. So what we really need to do is bring chaos, and a lot more chaos, and stop resisting the chaos that we are. This is the gift that we are. So what energy, space, and consciousness can you be that would allow you to be the chaos that would create a totally different conscious reality? And you could add at the end, at Standing Rock, everything that is times a godzillion. We destroy and create it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pod and pock, all nine, shorts, boys, and beyonds. Exactly. No right or wrong, just what's the best contribution to the earth. Thank you for that. And yes, we are a gift, and we're not alone. And I'm hoping as we do some more of these videos together that our capacity to do this stuff actually increases. It's time to awaken the sleeping giants. Yes, Miss Melanie. And I got to say, Melanie went there, and she and Melaine went there, and talk about inspiring me personally. And, and if you saw our Facebook Live video yesterday, it's like, wow. Oh, by the way, so all the technology that's being used against people. On 5, can we change that, please? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Thank you very much. Okay, good. So as I was saying, it's like with us together having no point of view, our capacity just increases dynamically. But we've got to do this from a place of having no point of view. We've got to do this from a place of what is consciousness? Basically, no point of view and no conclusion. And so one of the things you can do is all the conclusions that I've come to about Standing Rock, destroy and uncreate it, right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. And once again, so all the lifetimes in which we've all been there, and all the lifetimes in which we've done anything that creates any of this and doesn't allow it to change, can we destroy and uncreate it, please? Times a gazillion, right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, pock, shorts, boys and beyonds. All the lifetimes in which we did not step into the power that we actually are, that has allowed any of the destruction that's currently going on the planet, can we destroy and create all that, please? Times a gazillion, right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, pock, shorts, boys and beyonds. Cool. And somebody said, is there a contribution to actually being there? If you know you need to be there, absolutely. And like you said, Melanie's been such a contribution to us all, and absolutely. And I mean, she's waking us up. Okay. So, and contributing in that way. Also, she's there running bars on people and doing body processes on people. And she and Elaine were there doing bars and body processes on people. And it's like, I just support you guys. I just honor you. I adore you. I admire you. You're awesome. And so one of the other things you want to do, so all of the conclusions that you have that do not allow this to change, even though you think they're the right conclusion or the wrong conclusion, all the right and wrong, good and bad you have about this entire situation, will you just run and create it, please? Times a gazillion, right, wrong, good, bad, all 9, pod, pock, shorts, boys and beyonds. Kate, thank you for going. Man, you guys are awesome. I adore you. Okay, so if you've been feeling a cool breeze somewhere in your body, that's something called a vortex. It feels like a cool spring breeze, and when a lot of stuff is moving, that's what starts to happen. So just want you to have that in your awareness. It's been going on for a while, at least over here. So on that note, I think I'm gonna go now. I'm gonna go jet skiing, actually. Yay! And it's interesting to look at what you desire to contribute to the world, and then what if every action you took, what if everything you did was a contribution like that? See, it's like, how do you have this intense conversation about Standing Rock and then go jet skiing? I'm like, very joyfully, receiving the earth, contributing to the earth. And so there are lots of places on the earth that we all want to contribute to, and some inspiring stories about what people are choosing. I'm going to be looking for ways in which we can actually further this conversation. And I'm going to look for ways that we can further this conversation, actually have that be available where we can ask and contribute to places where it's time. But once again, it's got to be with no point of view, because it's only when it's time that you can do it. Otherwise, it doesn't have any effect. Apparently, this was time. So what if every act you chose was an act of consciousness? Just saying. Okay, we had the video yesterday about acts of consciousness. What acts of consciousness can you choose today that would create the world as you would like to see it right away? Okay. Yes, and all that blame, shame, regret, and guilt, anger, rage, fear, and hate, obsessive, compulsive, perverted, addictive points of view, and all that stuff about not stepping up in the past, will you destroy and create all that, please? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all 9 shorts, boys and beyonds. Here's the thing. You can have guilt about not stepping up in the past, and you can not step up now based on that guilt, and then 20 years from now, you'll just be even more guilty. You're welcome. Or you can step up now and go, wow, it's kind of like with your body. When you were a kid and you didn't want anybody to see or not a kid, like as you got to be a teenager and you didn't want anybody to see your body, and you're like, oh my God, I have the worst body. And so, but then when you got to 30, you're like, oh my God, I would kill for that body that I had as a teenager, or kill for the body I had at 20. And yet you still won't enjoy it. And then by the time you get to 40, you're like, oh my God, I would kill for the body I had at 30. Same thing. If it's time to get over the blame, shame, regret, and guilt for what you haven't chosen, and change it by choosing something different now. So what choice can you make today that will change all of this right away and create a truly sustainable living earth? Everything that is, everything that doesn't allow it, we destroy and create it, please. Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. And what acts of consciousness can you choose today that will change everything right away? Right and wrong, good and bad, pot and pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay, I adore you guys. Thank you so much for being part of this call. I really hope it's a contribution. I can't wait to hear what goes on at Standing Rock, and I hope it's something wonderful. Because you know what? You kind, caring, beautiful people in the world that are actually doing what is honoring the earth deserve to have everything wonderful. Thank you for being. I look forward to our next video. Not sure exactly when that will be, but I look forward to us gathering and contributing. Thank you, beautiful people. Bye for now. And Standing Rock, we're standing with you. Thank you for having the courage you have. Bye, guys.